Hiya, today I am going to be filming one of my favourite recipes to cook at the moment. I love it because it's easy to cook a massive batch of it and chuck it in the freezer and then eat it then for, you know, the next couple of weeks in the evenings when I can't be bothered to cook. It is my lentil curry that I basically always use like onions, red lentils, coconut milk and some curry powder, and then add any other veg that I've got in the fridge. So starting with the base of the ingredients, I'm going to get 2 onions, my nutritional yeast, which is my favourite thing ever, a lot of lentils, some curry powder, and then some spices like paprika, cumin, some turmeric. Oh yeah, I almost forgot then. So I've got some coconut milk, and then I'm going to use 2 chopped tomatoes, 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, because James bought loads. They were like on offer. He bought like 30 cans. So some butter beans as well. So that's the base of the ingredients for this curry, and then you can add anything else you've got in the fridge, anything you like to add. Okay, so I think I'm going to add, which was really nice last time when I did it, aubergine, 1 mushroom. I'm definitely going to add a pepper. This is pretty much everything I'm going to be putting in there today. So the way I start this, I usually chop up the onions, chop up the peppers, and any other like veg that needs cooking down. So in this case, the mushroom and the aubergine. I'm going to cook that for a while, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes until I feel that they're like nice and brown. I don't use any oil. I just cook it with some water and then add a little bit of the spices so that it can start to like, I don't know if marinate is the right word, but yeah, do that thing. So like I said, I use water. So by this time, the water started to evaporate a bit, so just a bit more. And just keep adding it until you're happy with the fact that it's no longer going to start sticking. So you might want to add the lid. This way the water doesn't evaporate as fast as well, because you're containing it all. See, I like cooking in bulk because it saves me time in the week when I can't be bothered to cook, but I want to enjoy like nice meals. We've been doing this a lot, me and James. We've been cooking a lot of bolognese, shepherd's pie mixture, that sort of stuff, and putting it at the bottom of the freezer in little containers. Oh my god, they're all falling out. Does anybody else have like a Tupperware cupboard where like if they move something, everything falls out? It's like, it's literally like, so stressful. Anyway, so these are the food containers we've been using just from Home Bargains. There's 5 containers in this one. We haven't opened this one yet because we've got so many of them. Now I'm going to start adding all the spices, and because I use water, when I add all my spices it makes some sort of like paste. I used to use curry paste, but that had a lot of oil in it, and even though I still eat oil, you know, when I'm eating out and stuff, when I cook I like to just stay away from it as much as possible. This has been cooking down for the last like 10-15 minutes. Now I'm going to be using tons of this. This is really cheap to buy. I don't know if I'm using too much. I mean, last time I cooked this I used like half of it, like that much, but it is a huge, you know, tub, so I don't know. Is that right? I'm not sure. Next I'm going to be using some paprika. Nowhere near as much as the curry powder with these, cumin, because there's already, I think, quite a lot of this in it, but I like to just add my own as well. I think it's best to add some water as well because there's quite a lot of, you know, powder in it now. So I'm just gonna cook this a little bit more as well. See how it's made some sort of like, you know, you can see from there the paste. Now I'm just going to wash and drain and then add the butter beans. I almost forgot what they were called. Cooking oil free is also really helpful if you use like one of these like non-stick pans. We're just going to add chopped tomatoes and coconut milk. So I'm not following any measurement, I'm just playing it by eye. We've just got this guy to use. This makes it a lot creamier and it gives it a bit of like a cheesy taste. So I wanted to come to a bit of a boil, and then I'm going to cover it and turn it all the way down and leave it cook for about 20 minutes. Okay, so it came to a boil. I'm going to cover that and cook it for 20 minutes, and that's roughly the same amount of time brown rice takes to cook. So I'm going to start cooking that now. Okay, so this has been cooking for about, I think, 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. You can see how thick that looks now. Hang on. I have been adding some water to this as this has gone along when I felt like it's gotten too thick. But this is pretty much how I like to have it. Make sure you test that they are cooked as well by having a bit of a taste. And these are. I have my containers out. I like to portion these out for a single portion because James doesn't like this type of curry with all the different vegetables in it. So I section her out into individual portions. That's totally up to you how much you put in there. I like to eat a lot of food. I also got this rice is still cooking. It's on low. There's going to be plenty of that then for the entire week, because I'm not going to I'm not going to finish this in a week. This is going to be in the freezer for as long as it needed to be, and then this is going to be some of my lunch for work, but it's nice to just batch cook it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to get another one out. I can't believe this is actually going to make 9 meals. And this has made 9 single portions of this curry. I'm really impressed that how far this has gone. So the ingredients are relatively cheap, like the lentils are cheap, the beans are cheap, the curry powder is cheap. It's actually, a really good, convenient thing to cook, especially on a day like today. This took me literally like, I think, an hour max, and then not to mention all the time I'll be saving then midweek. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not like a structured structured recipe like I've done before. This is a bit more like just pick up my camera when I was going to cook this anyway. So I quite enjoy doing it. It feels less like restricted when I'm cooking. I just pick up the camera and just go for it like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.